Hello, my name is Harrison with Sportslife Photography, and welcome to Come Edit With Me, San Francisco edition. Here we are with the first image. This photo was actually not taken on my camera, it was taken on my phone. But anyways, let's just get right into it. I crop it, try to angle it so the building looks as straight as possible. I do remember this one took me a little while to get it. And there we go, the final crop is done. In my opinion, this was probably one of the better cropping and rotation I have done in my recent work. Now, my name is Sportslife Photography, but that does not mean I can't do street photography. And here, we're getting out a linear gradient in the masking section of Lightroom, and I'm just trying to get it just so it's only the sky, not the building. Here I'm turning up the exposure just a tiny little bit. I'm just kind of playing around just to see what looks good, and this is pretty much the entire process of editing. You crop, you mask, and then you edit those masks to see what looks good. What is the cleanest edit and what is best. Now, to non-photographers, this, doesn't look like much, but I'm really trying to make the building pop more than the sky pops, if that makes sense. The building for this photo is the main, the main centerpiece that I'm trying to get the viewers to focus on, and that is why, I've turned it down the sky saturation, I've turned down the brightness and stuff, just to try and make the building pop more than it does with its original editing. And if I just edit the plain photo, it's gonna look really, really bland, because the sky will look the same as the building. So this is why we do masks as photographers, and that's why it's such a big part of editing, and that's why you see it done so many times. Now here I'm trying to just outline the sky, just outline the building here, which will take a while, so let's just fast forward a little bit. And here we are, the final masking of the building has been complete. Now we're going to fix the lighting of the building. As you can see, the exposure I've turned down a little bit. Once again, just playing around with the settings to see what looks best. Here I'm turning up the shadows, and you'll see a lot of the times I go up then down and down then up. It changes quite a bit depending on what looks good. And there we are, I'm done with the lighting aspect of the edit. I turn up the saturation. I think I actually turn it down. Oh no, that's right. The yellow saturation to the building, that gives it more of a cinematic effect, which I actually really like about this edit. It just gives it a cool kind of look to it. Grain especially is a big thing to make an edit look cinematic. And there we go, that's pretty much the final photo. And here we are. This is honestly one of my longer edits of this video, and probably my favorite edit or favorite photo, that is of the city. Now, even though it doesn't look like much, this was honestly a very, very long and hard edit. And in this video, I'm going to make it shorter for you guys, so you don't have to sit and painfully watch me edit this photo for 15 minutes. So here I've done a little bit of a mask. I'm pretty much just trying to mask the road only. And here we go, I end up getting the brush out and then just chucking it all along this street. Now this is just giving it some more pop to the buildings, making the buildings pop out more by giving the surroundings a darker edit, a darker tint to it. Or even if I turn down the saturation, it just makes the main subject pop out. Alright, I've just fast forward a little bit. So the road is completely done with that mask. Now I'm adding to the same mask, filling in all the buildings that I don't necessarily want as the main subject. And that main subject is the two buildings right at the very back and in the middle of this photo. I do remember also, I think, masking the sky at some point. We just have to wait and see. But here I am just trying to fix the edges. And yeah, just once again making the main subject pop out and stand out the most. Okay, so I was just cleaning up the area that I'm currently filling up now with a new mask. I was just deleting that old mask from it, you know, just touching it up a little bit. And I think I do just mask the sky or the building in this one, I'm not too sure. But yeah, as you can see already, I kind of have an idea of what I want this photo to look like. And that is the whole point of editing. You just do trial and error and see what looks the best. Now this is going to take a while, so I'm going to fast forward it till I've done all my masks. Whew, okay, that took ages. There we are, I've pretty much done the mask of the sky. I had an initial idea where the sky was really dark, but it did not turn out the way I wanted to. So I had to remask the entire bloody sky again. It here, once again, it's just trial and error. I'm trying out some radial effect, a radial mask. Don't know why, but I thought I could do something and implement that into the photo and possibly make that better. Now here, I'm editing the entire photo because I'm not on a mask. So I'm just playing with the contrast a little bit, the exposure, you know, everything. Just trying to see what would look the best for the final product of the image. And yeah, I've done a whole series on the three states I went to when I was over in the USA. So you guys will be seeing the rest of that series possibly within the next couple weeks. But this video took me so long to edit and upload because I just had zero time and not a lot of motivation, because the past two videos on this channel didn't really get the best turnout. But anyways, here is the final product. And now moving out of the city / downtown area of San Francisco, we're at San Francisco's most famous thing, and it is the Golden Gate Bridge. Now I did walk across it and it is so beautiful, and it looks small on photos and videos, but I promise to you, it is bloody long. Like, it took us 30 minutes to walk not even the full way. We walked 3 and a bit quarters, and there was still quite a bit left to walk through. So here I'm just trying out a gradient mask. You know, once again, I sound like a broken turnstile or whatever the bloody saying is. But yeah, I just keep repeating myself, and that's the same thing what editing is. It's very repetitive. You just do the same thing over and over again. And that is something I found really common in editing street photography. It's just very repetitive, and that's why I prefer sports photography or event photography. And the thing is, millions of people most likely have the same photo. Now here I've added a second gradient mask. But yeah, I think at some point I just decided to fill out the entire bridge with a mask. I'm not too sure. I've just fast forwarded about 5 to 10 minutes, and yes, I did end up masking just the bridge. So here I'm trying to figure out highlights, shadows, you know, exposures, what would look the best for this final edit. And honestly, this right here is pretty much what it looked like. And there we go, this is what the final edit turned out to be. If you want to check out the full photo, you can check it out on my TikTok, link in description. Now here, this was pretty much just for the laugh. 6'7" with the Golden Gate Bridge in the background. I mean, come on. This is a simple edit, no masks involved. I legit just did low exposure, low everything, trying to make it look somewhat cinematic, I suppose. And yeah, once again, this is the final photo. And there we are. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe and share me around to your mates. To book, DM me on my TikTok in the description. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. We have 2 more videos to come out, which is Come Edit With Me Hollywood and Come Edit With Me New York. Thank yous.